It was the month of May, and I was practically working from the moment I woke up until I went to sleep, juggling 3 different jobs, 1 formal and 2 side hustles. One weekend, I went on a fishing trip with 6 friends. As soon as we arrived, I started feeling this sense of unease. I couldn't understand why, and when it was time to sleep, I had the onset of a panic attack. I never imagined that something like that could happen to me. I always saw myself as someone with a strong mindset. But after that episode, I realized how fragile I can be. During that month, I did a deep evaluation of my life, and thank God, I went against the current. I refused to take any anti-anxiety medication because I knew the problem was inside me. All of this happened due to the overwhelming amount of information flooding my brain. And today, I want to share how I overcame this excessive anxiety without medication, just by changing my mindset and habits. I've always been completely against taking anxiolytics. I dare say that the vast majority of people could avoid them. But, as is common in our society, instead of healing the root cause, people try to mask the effects. Of course, some people do need psychotropic drugs because they have real cognitive conditions. But nowadays, it almost seems like a status symbol to say, I take this for focus, that for anxiety, and this other one to sleep. In the corporate world especially, it seems more common to find people who don't take anti-anxiety meds than those who do. I believe the next great movement in our society will be to value mental health the same way we value physical health today. Because, without a doubt, stuffing ourselves with medication just to keep up with the workload and daily demands is far from healthy. Sometimes I wonder, when will we stop this absurd race for progress that's been imposed on us? When will we start valuing rest again? Family time without cell phones. Just being present at home, doing nothing, watching the sunset like our grandparents used to do. This brief introduction was what helped me realize that something was truly wrong with me. My brain is not some kind of supercomputer. If I don't constantly travel through my thoughts and bring awareness to them, I snap. As Jesus said, watch and pray. In my interpretation, over 2,000 years ago, he was already telling people, you are not the owners of your thoughts. They are imposed on you. By people, by society, by the government, by those in power. So if you don't closely examine what you're thinking and reflect on whether it aligns with your values, you'll go on autopilot and get lost in the fog of thoughts that fill your mind. In the 4 agreements, this fog is called the mitote, a mental cloud, a negative voice that keeps us from seeing the truth and knowing who we really are. And maybe, for the first time in my life, I understood and accepted that I am fragile, that I have my vulnerabilities, and that it's pointless trying to embrace the whole world. In fact, that excess desire to take on the world probably reflects a lack or emotional void within me. I understood and accepted that life has countless factors, most of them out of our control. I understood and accepted that we all have free will, and that our existence on this planet is subject to an immense range of things we can't manage. And not only did I understand this, I accepted it and surrendered it to God. I truly believe that everything that happens to us has a purpose in our spiritual evolution. That God is supremely good and just. That He wants the best for me, but above all, that He wants to see me grow in peace. And when I say grow in peace, I don't mean without effort or with ease. I mean doing my best every day while learning to deal with adversity and finding peace of mind. I have countless dreams and ambitions. I could easily dive headfirst into all of them, but the question I've learned to ask is, for what? What for? Is it worth it? Is all this madness, this running around, this self-pressure worth it? I started to see beliefs within myself. Many things I was doing were just to prove to others that I was good enough, to seek some kind of recognition. And honestly, I don't need that. The only being I seek to please is God. Living with the conviction that I'm following His plans for my life, and I genuinely believe that His plans are far greater than anything I could ever imagine. So I simply act, surrender, and trust, and thinking this way forces me to take care of my thoughts, emotions, and feelings. After all, He wants the best for me, so it's up to me to honor the life He gave me. And to do that, I must take care of my physical and mental health. With that in mind, I changed my entire routine. I accepted that I can't handle everything. I let go of short-term projects that were driving me crazy, and now I focus much more on medium and long-term goals. This mindset has made me believe that all good things take time. And the longer I spend laying brick by brick each day, the more solid that project becomes. Today, I'm not looking for some magic formula to make $1 million in a year. I imagine myself in 5, 10 years, and at the end of my life. Sometimes I drift off in my thoughts, imagining what my life will be like when I'm 80, and that life will be the sum of my days, day after day, doing what's within my control and surrendering the rest to God. On that note, I'll leave a video in the card where I talk about how spirituality helped me become a stronger man. So my friend, if I can give you one piece of advice to overcome excessive anxiety, it's this. Stop living in the future and in the urgency of trying to take on the world. Focus on your day. Plan for the future, then let go. Life happens in the now. Leave your thoughts in the comments. I truly want to know. He wants you